Hey there everyone, this is Nick as founder and CEO at Hitgoc. So in previous video, I explained to you the for loop in details, right? So we basically understood the functionality and the workflow of the for loop, right? So that's pretty much it about the for loop, right? Now coming up next is the arrays in JavaScript, right? Array plays a really important role in not even in web development but in the programming sector, right? In the IT industry, whenever we code, we tend to structure our data in arrays, using arrays basically, right? So it's a part of a data structure, right? So DSA, what we call data structures and algorithm, it's a vital part in the programming sector, right? So make sure to just practice it down, right? So let's get started with arrays, right? Let me just erase this all. And what was the output basically? Let's just head towards HTML. Yeah, so this was the output, right? It was just heading. Anyway, so okay, so let me just initialize some, you know, uh, an array basically. Right? So array can be initialized using let, as I mentioned before, right? You can use const, right? Even you can use if you don't want to basically mutate the array, which is necessarily the case most of the time, right? So we tend to use const with it, right? So we're gonna use const, and we can define some variable in it. I'm going with array. You can choose as per your choice. Array is defined with two square brackets, right? These square brackets, right? So we can basically define multiple entries or elements inside this array, right? May it be digits or boolean or string, right? So it could be 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. It could be in basically irregular form as per your choice. You can give 5. So this is basically an array of size 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, of size 5, right? The size of this array is 5. So size is also called as length, right? So length of this array would be 5, right? Remember to not start with 0, right? When you count the elements inside the array, you start with 0, first, second, third, fourth, right? But when it comes to the length of the array or the size of the array, you have to count it from, we have to count it from 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, it's the size is 5, right? So now let's check how we can basically print this number, right? These numbers basically we're gonna display it in the console, right? So let me just check. What if we directly console.log array? Let's check the output. Oops. Okay, so console, right? So it's basically saying, let me just refresh. Okay, the array is getting displayed, right? What if I don't want it the representation like the, like, not like this, but line by line, right? I need it to be appended by line, right? So there is again, we're gonna use for loop for it, right? Let's use the for loop. I initializing the iteration, right? Then we want this loop to occur till the size of this array, right? So it's gonna be array dot length, right? So array dot length is 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5, right? So it would go up till 5, right? So I is less than 5. Cool. And I plus plus You can even do I minus minus. It would go decrement, like I would be I equals to I minus 1, but it's we don't want it here, so we'll go with I plus plus. Right, so in order to print all the elements inside this array, what we need to do is console.log. Right, first step, enter the array variable, right, and then square brackets. This implies the index, which index you want to print, right? Let's say 0th index. If it's the 0th index, then it would be 1. If the first index, then it would be 2. If it's array index 2, then it's 35, and so on, right? But what we need to do is we don't want it to be fixed, right? So we're gonna make it variable. Let's say I is a variable here, right? It's varying between each iteration, right? So it's first it's 0, then 1, then 2, 3, 4, and so on, right? So it's changing basically. So we're gonna take I as the index of this array, right? So array I, we're consoling it. Basically we're displaying it in the console, right? So yeah, hit save, and there we go. We got 1, 2, 35, 27, and 5. Also, you can give here some string as well, right? Rather than um, some digit, right? Hit save. We got nick 2, 35, abc 5. So this says something about arrays. So arrays have got uh, so much of methods to work with, right? So much functionality it has got. In JavaScript we got some pre-built uh what do we say, methods, right? Methods or functions. The functionality is pre-built, it's pre-installed in JavaScript, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it about the array. We're gonna discuss lots of things upon array in the upcoming videos, because it is a core, a vital part of the JavaScript in web development, right? So yeah, so we're gonna play with the arrays so much. So that's pretty much it of the video, right? Thanks for watching. See you in the next upcoming videos. Peace out.